song, it makes coming unhinged sound like a good thing. We all worry about that, so apparently it's a good thing. All right, well, as we've been saying together all this month, and as we did this morning in our opening affirmative statement, it's good for us to feel centered and peaceful and to trust in the flow of our life. And we added last Sunday that it's important for us to chill and relax and release and meditate and breathe and trust. The lyrics to the song this morning, among other things, urge us to take our guard and let it down, to go deeper still until we come unwound. So that we're able to stop struggling to live a life we've been created to enjoy, not endure, or defend ourselves against, so that we can lighten up and laugh more and play more. In this way, we live a life that is a joy to live, one that is nice and easy, light and breezy, and allows our good to come easily to us. Now, in his book, Reality is Optional, which I've just finished reading for the second time, and for those of you who are in Reverend Kim's class or reading it and haven't got to the ending yet, spoiler alert, it has a happy ending. But in that book, Jeff Utter wrote, not everything needs to be processed. Not everything needs to be journaled. Not everything needs to be transmuted. Sometimes it just needs to be not resisted. Now, if you recall, that was our focus last Sunday. Our not being tensed against anything in life. Our not resisting what comes along as if everything we don't like is an argument that we have to win or an injustice that we have to fight. It's important for us to stop wrestling every problem to the ground and while we've got our foot on its chest, try to figure out why it's there in the first place. When we're focused on a problem, analyzing it and dissecting it and trying to assign blame for it, we can't relax anytime, anywhere. How could we when we haven't let go of the problem? When we're bound up with it and blocking the natural ease of the flow of good that is everywhere and there for us. Abraham Hicks tells us lifting your vibrations above the material existence of your life is the answer to every problem. Whenever we allow a negative experience to inspire us to look for a positive thought in us, and we find it, and our vibration rises and we feel better about ourselves and life, then it doesn't matter why the negative happened. It was a gift. If that was the result, if we can let moments of darkness enlighten us and cause us to rise rather than frighten us, if we can focus on the light at the end of the tunnel that lifts our vibration above the material world rather than obsessing about why the tunnel is so dark, then it doesn't matter why we entered the tunnel in the first place. Our focus on the light as we go through it is the gift. And if, as Rudyard Kipling might put it, we can keep our head when all about us are losing theirs and some of them are blaming us, if we can trust the Spirit within us instead of losing our head too, then it doesn't matter what happens around us. Our higher vibration will lead us to the answer to every problem. In this way, we can ease our way rather than fight our way into greater and greater spiritual awareness. Now, I have a good friend who lives in another state, and she often watches our Sunday service. And after last Sunday's talk, she sent a text to me that read, "Oh, wow, great talk, yes, yes." Which, of course, just raised my vibration and added to my happiness. But when I called her a few days ago, she was upset and distressed. And she said she was overwhelmed by all that she had to do and all that was expected of her to get done. And I reminded her about Sadhguru's suggestion last week that just for 24 hours, we just let everything, no matter what, just let it go for 24 hours. She said, oh, she did that. But then all the problems came flooding back in. And I immediately had an image of Moses parting the Red Sea. He didn't do it like this. And as the story goes, and most of us know, Moses and his followers, the Israelites, were being chased by the Egyptian army. And they needed to cross the Red Sea quickly to escape them. It's a big sea, deep sea. But God told Moses to walk across it. And Moses had great trust in the power of God within him, in the pure positive energy that he embodied that was showing him the way. And he trusted the process, even if he didn't understand it. So even though there was no physical evidence that it was possible to walk across the Red Sea, Moses began to walk anyway, fully trusting the way would appear. Though we don't know. It's likely that the first steps were up to his ankle. And as he proceeded forward, the water was up to his knees and then his chest. But he kept walking. And we can just imagine that it was when the water seemed like it was just going to drown him and the Israelites that the sea parted. And that's when Moses and the Israelites walked, or probably ran, across the Red Sea on dry land. And once they were there, the sea flooded back again and drowned the Egyptian army. Now, I'm pretty sure Moses wasn't worried about how long he could hold back the walls of water on either side of him, because that wasn't where he was focused. He was focused in full trust on the clear path ahead. But I'll bet the Egyptian army was focused on the Red Sea and worried about those walls of water and worried about them flooding back in. And so it was that they did flood back in. Because we all attract what we focus on. So a good question to ask ourselves is, how long would I trust, without doubt and without giving up, without going back, how long would I keep going despite appearances? How long would I have continued? Which brings us to the title of my talk today, A Center for Positive Living. Now, the Life Enrichment Center is often referred to as a Center for Positive Living. And we feel that when we come here. I mean, you likely sense, as the song said this morning, you ain't got a thing to fear. It looks like love is growing here. When we come here, we fully expect positivity. We expect to be uplifted. We expect to focus on the upside of life. We don't expect to hear about the devil, and we surely don't expect to hear that we or anyone in this world is a sinner. We feel loved by God and loved by each other. While we're here, we feel valued, worthwhile, good about ourselves, and better about the world. What we may not know or be aware of often or at all is that each of us brings our positivity with us. We don't find it here, we just feel it here. And when we leave here and go into the world and do whatever we do the rest of the time, we take our positive center with us, even though we may not feel it as clearly. Yet it's there. Because our feeling loved and valued and worthwhile, our feeling good about ourselves and the world lives in the pure center of who we are. It's alive in us. Whenever we're feeling positive and not casting a shadow with negative thoughts, we're centered in the bright light that shines in us. And we shine upon everything, wherever we are. It just naturally comes out of us. As we've said before, Abraham Hicks tells us, and we know this to be true, we are a physical extension of pure positive energy. And that's why there's nothing more important than for us to feel good. There's nothing more important than in all the world. But sometimes when we leave here, we may let the Red Sea of fear and worry and stress drown our awareness of who we are. When we do, it's essential for us to do whatever we can do to feel good again before the next Sunday. To find our center and feel the positivity that's there so that we can experience the manifestations of good that a positive vibration attracts into our life. That's how it works. The writer and visual artist William S. Burroughs wrote, "Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answer." When we chill and relax and release and meditate and breathe and trust, we're not holding our problems away. We're letting them go through our lack of focus on them. We're not holding back the mental things, the emotional things, the bodily things, the social things, the political things. We're not holding back anything. We're centered within the powerful, pure, positive energy within us where problems don't exist, period. Where solutions and answers are alive in us. Where good health and well-being and peace of mind and joy and love and unlimited possibilities of good exist in us. Whenever we clear our mind and unfold our heart and trust that everything is working out for us, it does. Because we're living in the ease of the natural flow of our life. And it's all flowing in a good direction when we let it, when we don't try to paddle upstream. We're aligned with the untroubled one within us, hand in hand with our true being, centered in our true nature. Science of Mind tells us the infinite is indivisible and consequently a perfect unit whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere. All of it is present at any and every point within it. The whole of God is present at any and every point within God. It was to this indwelling spirit that Jesus prayed. For God is within man and woman as well as throughout creation. One life, one, flows through all, everywhere, no matter where. It flows through all. And just as each of us is a center point within what we call the Life Enrichment Center, a place of positive living, just as each of us is a center point there, and we can move because we're fluid. And when we move, we don't have to take the building with us. We just go. And when we go, the whole of us goes. And every point within us goes, because we are all that point. And each of us is a center point within the one life. Just like that. A center created by love itself. A center created for positive living and nothing else. In our daily life, whatever we're doing, no matter where we are or who we're with, the God of love, the indwelling spirit, our soul, our inner being is fully present. The allness and the wholeness doesn't go anywhere and isn't partially somewhere and not fully somewhere else. Whenever we're open to it, and we're open to it, whenever our mind is clear, and our heart is free of fear, and our mind is free of worry and stress, the light of our pure, positive center automatically, can't help it, it shines upon everything, everywhere we are. And from that center for positive living, our life is nice and easy, light and breezy, and a joy to live. Namaste. All right. Well, this is our time of service when you get to feel even more special because we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for all that you are. And if we could bottle this, that'd be good. But as each of us goes out, after we leave this building, we take this center that we share, this center of love. We say we're a love-based community. We take that center with us everywhere we go. We become love-based because that's who we are. And we take it into the world. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for watching live stream. We are so blessed to be able to do this, to be living in a time when truly we can touch each other no matter where we are in the world. And even though there's a glitch here and there, it's really a good time, really good time to be doing what we're doing. And we'd like to continue to do it this way. And one of the ways that we do that is through your financial support. So thank you, all of you, because I know we've got your support. And thank you for those of you watching who are supporting what we're doing because you matter. Even though you're not here, your presence is felt. And so this is for anyone who just found us just now, or has just been going to the kitchen for coffee after the talk. This one's for you. And it's from our treasurer, Dr. Jamie Phillips.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Excellent talk again.
Thank you. Thank
Hit
you.
another home run. Get over another win, just like the Tigers last night. Boom. All right.
Let's go Tigers.
Let's go Tigers. Let's go LEC. If you'd like to donate to the Life Enrichment Center and you're watching this online, there's several ways to do it. You can go to facebook.com/Life Enrichment Center. There's a donate button on that page. You can go to our website tomorrow. Our website is lecflint.com, and there's a donate button on that site. But today it's not up. Had a little issue, little opportunity, so go to that site tomorrow. If you'd like to pay via PayPal, you can do so at our email address is lec2512@gmail.com. And lastly, you can send a check, Life Enrichment Center, P.O. Box 321294, Flint, Michigan 48532. And here in the sanctuary, we're going to be doing an offertory while we listen to Marcia Allen sing In This Very Room, and then Reverend Stephanie will be back for a gratitude prayer. Thank you.